All right, well, today I'm at the Kenneth Hahn State Recreation Area, and I've always wanted to come here. I've never been here. I probably can't show you everything today because there's a lot here. It's in the LA Culver City area, Ladera Heights, that kind of neighborhood. But we'll start off at this lake. It's a nice looking lake, peaceful. Area around it's pretty nice looking. There's some hiking trails here, play areas for the kids. There's a lot to do here. Like I said, I've never been here before, been wanting to come here. The main thing that I came in for was to cross a pedestrian bridge to the other side, which I've seen for years. And it's just one of those things where, you know, you get to that bridge, you'll cross it when you get to that bridge. And I'm here now, so I'm going to go find that bridge. But in doing so, looks like I came across a nice park to explore. So I'll pause it here and show you some other interesting sights as I come across. There's some nice hiking trails I hear up in those hills over there. Well, the trees are kind of in the way, but there are hills back there. And it gives you an overlook of the city. So maybe we'll check those out today too. I did not bring my hiking shoes, but we'll see what the trails are like. All right, we'll see you in a few. So right by the lake, I startled them. I didn't see them right away. Some of them jumped into the water, but there's turtles right there. And you see them swimming with their little heads popped up. Let's see here. As I get closer, I'm sure these will jump in. I was just walking on this path. I just started out. They all jumped right in. And there we go. So there's turtles here. I think you can fish here. I think somebody was fishing. I think that's what the girl told me when I checked in. I don't know if you can see them. They're swimming right in front of me here. Kind of a bad angle with the reflection of the sun off the water, but it's pretty neat. All right, I'm gonna carry on. So I think they have miniature Sasquatch in the neighborhood because this is what I see on TV and videos that they build out in the forest. Of course, they're a lot bigger out in the wild forest. So we got little small ones here. I'm just kidding. But there is a gentleman fishing. So you can fish here. And they have a little waterfall band-aid circulating the water. Here's the upper side of that little waterfall. A lot of birds. All kinds. Ducks, pigeons. Saw some bigger ones. Let's see if I can find them. There they are. It looks like the water comes from underneath the bridge. I don't know where it comes from in that direction, but that's the way we're headed. So we'll see what we find. Oh, there was a little squirrel. There he goes, scampering off. There we go, we got a little closer. There's quite a few of them over here. Some more. Well, so far I'm liking this place. It's pretty nice. I know I'm gonna have to come back here because I'm not gonna see it all today. I don't know if I mentioned, it's a $10 fee, which is worth it. I'm really liking this place. It's tranquil. I mean, it's quiet enough that you can hear the water, even though it's a man-made stream. It's nice. There's another waterfall, a little bigger, feeding this stream. There's a lot of these guys around. The sign says don't feed them. I mean, honestly, do we always listen? I saw people feeding them. I found the top of the water source. Water's circulating from up here, coming out and flowing. And that's where the waterfall is, entryway to it. And it heads all the way down from where I just came. So far this place has a lot to offer. There's some people over here playing some kind of golf game with oversized golf balls. Well, there's picnic areas, exercise areas, swings. People outside enjoying the weather. Today's nice. Just a lot to offer here. Surprised. I said I've passed this area for years. I've always wanted to come in here. Just decided to do it today. There are some charging stations in the parking areas that you can find if you have electric vehicles that you need to charge while you're here. This is the visitor center. I've walked up here. I'm going to continue walking in this direction to one of the trails and hopefully bring you some shots from up there. So I've just come up from where I just previously videoed. The trail comes up this way. More benches, water fountains. You can bring your dogs on a leash. There's poop bags, pick up after your animals. This is the trail that I was looking for right now. Trail goes up this way also. I'm impressed. Like I said, I've never been here before, but this is nice. If you like nature and you don't want to drive too far to get to it, this place is impressive. If you like hearing the birds chirping, I've seen lizards. You've seen all the other wildlife I've shown you down below. So I'm gonna take you up here, see what we see. So I've just come up the path and it's pretty neat. Big open fields, trees, a lot of room to roam and run around. Wildlife on the ground here. Squirrel. All right, let's continue to see what we find. and I'll show it to you. All right, so up at the top, this is hole number 7. They have frisbee golf. So if you're into that, that's up here. I don't know the course. There might be some down below, but that's the big open field up here that I was showing you, and you can see that it goes quite a ways. To the other side. All right, let's carry on. And there's always reminders of this area and the industry that I'm in. A little history on the oil, petroleum or crude. Gives you a little information. It's a shame some of the tiles are broken, but gives you a view of the, you can see right through here, all the pumps and equipment out there. Still producing oil out here, pumping it out of the ground. Like I said, it comes naturally. Not far from here, you'll find other areas like the La Brea tar pits, where that's still producing tar, and they're still finding dinosaur bones. There's a lot of history around, not just here, but also in your area. All right, let's continue. Just want to show you some more views. There's a lot of plants. There's cactus, all kinds of wild plants, flowers. I'm sure you can hear the birds chirping when I'm not talking. Some more views from the trail. It's nice. I'm going to continue for a little longer. This is all unscheduled. I didn't plan on coming here. I haven't even reached my destination, my main focal point today, but we'll get there. Well, here's another resting area with a view. The scenery is there. The sky's not as clear, but you wouldn't be disappointed if you were here. There's a little bench here. Sit and relax. People walking their dogs. And it's nice out here. There's another viewpoint, another bench. You can relax. There's a trash can here if you have trash, you want to pack a picnic, come with a friend and relax. Or you're by yourself like I am. There's just so much to see and do here. It's really, really nice. I'm glad that I took this detour today. All right, if you like stairs, they have them. I just came down these stairs from the trail all the way. Well, you can't see it, but it's up there, and brought me back down to the main area. I'm going to continue to follow the trail this way and see where it goes. So I'm still in the park. They have hummingbird feeders hanging in the trees. And when you come down to this would be the probably the northwest end. Here's the entrance to a Japanese garden. This park has different sections. This is the Japanese garden entrance. A little statue. Probably have one on the other side in that little area. All right, I'm in the Japanese garden. And I have a little friend coming up to me to greet me as I walked in. He's looking at me right now. Oh, now he's running away. Probably notice I have no food for him. It's a neat little garden. Little pool area over here. Bunch of birds on that little bridge. They don't want to come on the bridge. A lot of wildlife. You can hear them. It's another angle of the little water area in the Japanese garden. There are a lot of squirrels. I almost stepped on one. He came so close while I'm walking. They're all, look, there goes one running now. They're all over this place. I know it's hard to see when I'm panning that fast, but there's one. That might be the one I almost stepped on. All right, so my main journey today was to get to this bridge. Now, I've passed under it many times on La Cienega, but I've never been on it. And I came to the park, explored part of the park, came through the Japanese garden, came down that pathway, and it led me to this bridge, which says bridge hours, sunrise to sunset. This bridge is a wildlife crossing. So this is a safe haven for the animals to get to the other side. There are other parks over there, which I will not explore today, but I will walk out on this bridge and I will show you what it looks like. Now, La Cienega is this road down below. Speed limit's about 50, 55 in some areas. And of course, it slows down in some areas down to 30, 35. But this is the overcrossing that I've passed under so many times. And I said, one day I'm going to walk on this bridge. And today's that day. My main purpose today was to come to this bridge. Oil fields are over here. If you remember, I videoed up on that hill, and that area is the overlook, the scenic overlook for Baldwin Hills. So you could spend a whole day out here exploring these hills, these parks, these walkways. I'll just go a little further across the bridge here, show you the other side, then I'm going to turn around and head back. Okay. Some days you just have to take a minute from your life. I mean, it is my day off, and trust me, there's things I could be doing. There's always something we could be doing. But sometimes you need to take a break, even if it is just for yourself. I know as I've gotten older, my anxiety levels have increased And sometimes I just need to get away. And not to do anything in particular, but just to get out and see what's around. Just catch your breath. So that's the Baldwin Hills up there. Trails are over there. Like I said, this park that I came to, there's so many other trails. I'll have to come back and explore them. I suggest, or I should say, I recommend you bring a backpack with you. It doesn't have to be a big one. Just carry extra water, some snacks. There are drinking fountains, like I said, in the park, but it is a big park. So far and in between, you might get thirsty. It's always good to stay hydrated. You don't have to be a big backpack. Just carry a couple bottles, some snacks. So I'm going to end this on the bridge. I've reached my goal for today. I have others. And I wanted to share this with you. If you're in the area, you have to check it out. Bring your friends, bring your family, your kids. Everything's kid-friendly over here. Even the trails. I saw little kids on them with their parents. So get out, explore. Also check park hours before you come because they vary from weekdays and weekends and the season. Again, it's the, I don't know if you can see that, it's the Kenneth Hahn State Recreation Area. And I will be back again. Like I said, I recommend this place. Take some time. Explore it. All right, until next time.